Good morning, guys. I am clean-faced and about to do some makeup for the day. I'm going to be reviewing several products in this video. I haven't reviewed them before, and they've come in former either Ipsy or Sephora Play boxes. The first one I'm going to do today is going to be the Tarte Guard. I think it has 20 SPF in it, tinted moisturizer. And this is in shade light. So we're going to see how that goes. Usually I'm a fair shade, but who knows. We're going to review something that I've already used before, and I have mixed feelings on anyway, so we're going to go in depth on that, on the POREfessional Pro Balm to minimize the appearance of pores. We're also going to review the Benefit Watts Up highlighter, this little sample size they gave us. I'll review my Lisa Frank brush, hint I love it. And that's going to be it for today, but we're going to go in and I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Love you. Bye. Alright guys, so I have a little bit of this POREfessional on this miniature beauty blender. It's not a beauty blender, it's like an Ulta brand beauty blender. And I'm just going to tap that in on my nose. Alright, so I just do a little dot here and there. A little of this really goes a long way, but I have pores that show so bad, and then I just tap it down to blend it in. I really only go in the places where I have really large pores, and the reason I do this, I know a lot of people do their fingers, but the reason I do this is I just feel like my fingers absorb some of the balm before it can then get into the places where I am trying to set it. Maybe I'm the only one, but I feel like, especially during the summertime, I have really dry skin, and I feel like anything that touches my fingers just gets absorbed, and therefore it's not really being put on my face to the greatest use possible. So we're just going to continue dabbing that in. Alright guys, and here's one thing I love and hate about the POREfessional. It really does well sinking into my cheeks and on my chin. However, because I have such dry spots around my nose, if I have not exfoliated well, it will seem to exacerbate, if y'all can see that, the dry areas. Like on one side, it does really, really well. So it works. The product does what it says it's going to do. But if you have dry skin that just hasn't been exfoliated very well, it will start showing up. And unfortunately, y'all, especially during the summertime, I have really bad dry skin in some areas, combination skin in others. So, I mean, that's just something that kind of comes along with the territory. But that is actually something that I do use and something that I do like for the majority. There's a lot of times where I will put on my cheeks and chin and just kind of dab just the edges of my nose where I might add a little bit of contouring, because unfortunately, you know, I have massive dry spots on my nose. Alright guys, now we're going in with the Tarte Guard. I'm going in with a small beauty blender because my big one hasn't been cleaned yet. And I really like these sometimes for when I'm trying to get into certain areas. So this is the Tarte Guard Light. I'm about to put it on so y'all can see it. Once again, I feel like my fingers will absorb too much of the product before I actually get it onto my skin. And this is just a tinted moisturizer, so I don't have any primer or anything like that on. And I just kind of dab it around until I feel like it's been distributed pretty well. And there's no primer, nothing on my face right now. Probably should have done my eyeshadow first. But that's another thing. I had somebody I was talking to at my store the other day ask me, you know, a lot of the makeup tutorials they see after they do their face makeup after the eyeshadow, and I told them, especially with shimmer powders, there's a lot of fallout, and it kind of just helps not fix it, but it helps with the look overall. Doing your face makeup after doing your eyes. I, on the other hand, if I am doing a light eye, will do my face makeup first. I feel like that is really something that other people get to decide on. I mean, this is my thing. And this, I mean, I could be wrong, y'all. I do not claim to be a makeup artist. Y'all know that. I've stated so. I really love the overall support that I get from this community. However, I don't see why you have to do your makeup a certain way. I've said this before and I'll say it again. do your makeup how you see fit. Everybody is different. Different techniques work for everybody. I have girlfriends that work at Sephora that do face makeup first. I have girlfriends that work at Sephora that do face makeup last. Same thing with Ulta. I really think it's just your personal preference. And everybody's so worried about doing things perfect. Makeup is not supposed to be perfect. Makeup is art. That's all it is. Makeup is therapy for some people. For me, it is truly therapy. I love this stuff. I feel like I get to express myself in ways I might not otherwise get to. I mean, that's just me. Guys, so far for a tinted moisturizer, this has really great coverage. Like, I mean, it's not full coverage, but wow. I'm gonna have to check in my mirror, but this doesn't look so bad. And it doesn't really have a smell to it, which is good. I'm not a fan of smells. Y'all know that. I'm not a fan of smells. Alright guys, so the Tarte Guard is on, and I have to say this is the first product I am really trying from Tarte, and I actually really like this. It is lightweight. It doesn't have a heavy smell to it. A little bit of product went a long way, guys, just like a long way. And for a tinted moisturizer, it has a really good coverage. Like, I am really surprised, but it doesn't feel heavy or greasy. I'm gonna wear it throughout the day and see how it does. But guys, I'm really liking this right now. Like I said, this is the first true product I'm trying from Tarte. I'm impressed so far. I'm in shock right now because y'all know I will go in on a foundation or tinted moisturizer. I expect a lot. Even if they are tinted moisturizers, I still expect a lot. Now, what I do want to go back to is the POREfessional. As y'all can see, it did really well on my cheeks and on my chin. I have massive pores in both areas. On this side of my nose, it looks absolutely fantastic. However, on this side, I have a little bit of flaky and dryness that I kind of attribute to it, but again, you know, that's just dry skin. But that's my only quote-unquote con with the POREfessional, and honestly, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I'd still recommend it. And y'all know I'm stingy when it comes to that expensive makeup and giving it stars. Like, anybody who has an expensive brand out there, I love y'all. I really do. I more than likely do love your brand, but I'm going to go in on your products. Like, I'm going to be a little bit harsh because this day and age, we have to get a lot for our money. And that is why I do my reviews, because everybody needs, in my opinion, needs an idea of what they're getting into. And that's just why I do this. Alright guys, I decided I am going to do an eye look today. And what I'm currently putting on my eyelid is the Ulta Beauty Nude Matte Eyeshadow Primer. Yeah. And I go all the way in, like, all over the eyelid and then under, because I feel like that really helps. And a lot of times for eyeliner under my eyelid, or under this lash line, I will use the eyeshadow, for the simple fact that my eyes are so closed. I feel like if I go in too deep with a black eyeliner, it will really close my eyes off even more. That being said, there's days when I want to be really dramatic and I'm just like black eyeliner everywhere. I haven't even picked out my eyeliner for today. I don't even know where it is. I have so many little bags of makeup, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm gonna put this white, let's see, what is this? This is Wet n Wild Color Icon in white. I don't even know if they still make this anymore. I'm hoping they do, because I love white eyeliner. But on my waterline, I do the white eyeliner to kind of open up my eyes a little bit. And y'all, I hate to tell y'all how old some of my makeup is, and everybody's talking about, oh, the makeup expires. I still use a whole lot of makeup that I probably shouldn't, but if it still works, it still works. I know there's a bacterial issue, but I feel like there's a bacterial issue anytime you use any type of makeup. So people can't really talk to me about that. And I've heard rumors that if you drag your eye down like this, it's going to cause like wrinkles and everything. but it just does open my eyes up a little. Guys, and I just realized before I do my winged eyeliner, which we will get to in a minute, I need to do, ignore the fallout, I need to do my eyeshadow. And this is probably my current favorite palette. The look is usually really subtle, but I love it anyway. And this is the Rose Gold 12-piece natural eyeshadow palette by Ulta. And y'all, I can't get over it. I love it so much. Y'all can obviously see which shades I've used the most. The packaging is pretty cool too. It has a magnetized strip up there, so it just kind of snaps closed. And it does come with this brush right here, which is actually a pretty decent brush too. But yeah, I love these shades. They're absolutely gorgeous. Delilah is definitely one of my favorites, with Chandelier, Hopeless Romantic too. So I'm going to do a look and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright guys, what I'm doing right now is I am taking shade Orchid into my crease right here. And it's pretty dark. So we're going to have like a really good smoky effect. And I just kind of do very small circles, going around and over. And I look like shit already, y'all. Y'all have to ignore it. This is not one of my favorite brushes for any crease work, even though it is supposedly a blending brush. We just kind of go in. I know this looks like crap right now, guys, but I promise it's going to look so much better in just a moment. It really will. It really will. And then I'm going to take a very, very fluffy crease brush. And I'm just going to go back over this and blend it down a little bit. And I'm going to do the same to this side. And y'all, this is why I really preach about not being perfect with makeup. I am not perfect with makeup. I love doing it, but I'm really just not perfect. As y'all can see, I messed up and went a little high. So I still have my little brush from earlier that had the Tarte Guard on it, and I will go back over it. Or one awesome thing to do, if I can find it. Y'all, I'm so unorganized. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on this. We are trying so hard to work on the house and get everything done. I know it's hard to put up with right now, especially when I'm trying to film, but this is why I actually don't do a whole lot of makeup tutorials or looks, because I really just don't have a good place to film right now. But anyway, what I will do is take a concealer. Well, if I can get it open. It's really hard doing this with just a phone camera, and I don't know if y'all know, but that's pretty much like what I use, is my phone camera. I have another camera, but I'm still having problems figuring out how to get the video off the camera and onto my computer, because I do not have an SD converter. And it's like, and I keep showing y'all my messy kitchen. I'm so sorry, y'all. But it's like an SD converter. Or I don't have an SD converter, and I guess that's what I'm going to need to do. So I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in light neutral. And I've just put a very little bit on the tip. And I'm just going to go up and over here and kind of help line out where we're at right now. Because mistakes happen. Trust me, mistakes happen. And we are going to work with it. Alright guys, we're going to keep going in. Alright, so after doing that and kind of using the concealer to just shape it a little bit better, I'm actually going to go back in just a little bit to circle it out. Because I like to try and get an even shape on both eyes, even though my eyes are seriously closed off. I'm going to use my new IBY Beauty crease brush. Do y'all see this brush? This is like the most fantastic brush that I think I've ever gotten. Like, I am so in love with this brush, y'all. I just can't describe it. It is the perfect crease brush. It really is, and I just love it. It picks up product so well, and it holds on to it, but it also distributes it pretty evenly. So I'm going to go in with the shade Delilah. Very lightly, just at the crease. And again, I know it looks dark, y'all. That's okay. We're going to blend it down. But do y'all see the product that this is using? Like, I am so in love right now, guys. I am so in love with this brush. And I got this in my Ipsy this month. Like, I think Ipsy has probably been the best. Y'all, look at how well it just packs that on. Now, I still have to blend it out because it's a little dark for what I was going for today. But maybe I'm just going to be a little bit more dramatic than I thought I was going to be. But I love that brush, guys. I cannot get enough of that brush. It is the first time that I'm actually, like, considering buying something brush-wise that I got from Ipsy. Like, and what I'm doing with this, again, it's a eye crease brush. This is an e.l.f. brush that I got years ago when one of my friends, Susanna, sent me a link when we did not have a home. Like, guys, we were living in a hotel for 3 months after we moved back down from North Carolina. And she sent me this link, and I was working 2 jobs and decided to spend some money on myself. That is the first time that I was introduced to e.l.f. And I'm so happy to, like, see it in stores. At that time, I really didn't see it in a lot of stores. I'm so happy to see it in stores now. I really like that brand. But this brush has lasted me, that was 2009, guys. That was 2009 when we moved back down here. And I still have this brush. It has been through washings. It has really lasted. It's a little bit fluffier than I like most of my crease brushes to be nowadays. But it works so well as a good blending brush. And I have other brushes by them. I think I've only had one brush that bit the dust that I ended up ordering that day. And that was my foundation brush, which I used to be really rough on my foundation brushes. So the fact that these have lasted so long, that it's just amazing to me. It really is. It really, really is. Alright, so I guess we're kind of going to end up with like a little smoked out look. And because I do not know what color I want to do down here, I'm actually going to let my mom pick. So I'm going to be right back, guys, and show you the color that she picked. Alright, guys, so Mom picked Hopeless Romantic to go in down here. Which I think I told y'all earlier that was one of my favorite shades anyway. So we are just going to swoop that in down there. And I'm actually using the brush that it came with. There's no name for it. It just came with that palette. But it's a pretty good brush. I like it. So one look I want to try, y'all, is the cut crease. I need to Google, like, to do a tutorial on how to do that. Because I think it's such a fun look. Alright, guys, so that is with Hopeless Romantic right over there. And now I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just dusting it off. Like, no professionalism. I'm just dusting it off on a wash rag. Like, that's it. And I'm going to take Champagne and just do a little in right at that corner there. Now, I'm not going directly into the corner just yet, guys, because I'm saving that for my highlighter. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do the Benefit Watts Up right there, or if I want to take my Afterglow in Sin and try that. I really don't know. Because, y'all, my Afterglow in Sin is like, that's my favorite. That is my absolute favorite. And I'm actually taking this crease brush by IBY again, and I'm going to do Delilah. And I am just, even with this crease brush, guys, even with this crease brush, I'm just going to go just very lightly up under my lash line. I do not actually have an eyeliner. Ooh, that is dark. I do not actually have an eyeliner brush, guys. I'm still building my brush collection. Now I know this looks funky, y'all, but trust me. Just trust me, okay? Don't freak out on me yet. Okay, so I know I have a major case of raccoon eyes going on right now. But that's okay, because what we are going to do is that same thing that I told y'all about earlier. We are going to take that concealer and go right up under it. But first, what I'm going to do is take another little and just kind of wipe that off. Yeah, there we go. That's starting to look much better, and now I'm going to use the concealer and just dab up under the eyes. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I applied some of the Urban Decay concealer, Naked Skin concealer, to the very tip. And I'm just going to start right in and just go right down like that. And then I'm just going to blend it in really well. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is take this that beautiful brush that came with the palette, and I'm going to do nothing fancy, just wipe it off on a wash rag. Just remove some of that pigment and just come right up under the eyes and blend it down. I can't wait to see what I can do when I actually have more brushes, guys. Like, that's something I'm really, really, really looking forward to. But I'm still building. I'm still getting used to this. I don't know what I'm doing all yet, but this is what I feel like looks good, or this is what I like. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm about to do a winged eyeliner with the Nano Liner by Absolute New York in black. And I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so my winged eyeliner actually did not come out that bad today, which I'm really surprised about. So maybe I am learning. Maybe I am learning. Now I'm also going to take an eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes. I told y'all they sink down. They are very long and heavy. These are natural. I do not have extensions or anything like that. But I am considering getting an eyelash lift because of how far they sink down into my eye all the time. And it's just like, it really kind of sucks, y'all. Like, and it hurts when they get in your eye. Alright, so I've got them curled. And now that they're curled, I'm going to go with the Pure Fully Charged mascara in black. And I'm not going to be able to put this on Instagram, guys. This is going to end up probably having to be a YouTube video. Yeah, I just dropped my phone, guys. Sorry. But this is probably going to end up having to be a YouTube video because I'm going over in minutes on each and every one. Maybe I can cut them down further, but I'm running out of space on my phone because I never knew that I would completely get into talking to you guys like this. But I really have. Like, this is such a good part of my day. Alright, I'm going to finish putting this mascara on in the mirror because I feel like I'm about to poke my eye out, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so my mascara is on. My eyelashes are looking pretty good if you ask me. I don't think I've ever done a review on the Fully Charged Pure mascara before. I don't know why either. I really, really like that mascara. I would compare it to its Superhero mascara. It does just a little bit more to do volume with my eyelashes, but the Pure is fantastic, guys. Like, I can't get over it. It's become one of my favorites. So now we're going to finish up the look with some highlight, because y'all know I can't go without highlight. And then we're going to be done. I'll take pictures all day and post them on Instagram. So we are going to be using the Benefit Watts Up. And y'all know I can do a whole face in highlighter and still not feel like it's enough. Now this is actually a really good creamy highlight. Okay. I see you. Benefit's coming in strong. And I think the full size, ignore the phone ringing, guys. I still have a house phone. Isn't that weird? I think the full size actually has a sponge where you can help like blend it down. I do not have that. So I'm going to go back in with our little puffers. I'm going to call them puffers. With our little puffers and just help blend it down a bit. Alright, Benefit, I see you. I see you. You're on my radar for this highlighter now. However, to be honest, guys, I still don't feel like it is enough for me. So, we are going to go in on top of it. No, you know what? I was going to say we're going to go in on top of it with the Afterglow in Sin, which I would probably do for any normal day when I was not reviewing this Benefit highlighter, but I will give it its own time to shine. Even though I really, really just want to go full out with the highlighter. But I am doing a review video today, guys. So I'm trying to be sweet and nice and give it its own shot. So right now what I'm doing is taking the tip of that of the puffer into the top of the Benefit Watts Up to help get some on here so I can do a little around my eyes. Because I think my favorite thing in makeup right now is highlight. Like, I think that is probably something that I could do every day and just put it like all over my face, everywhere. Why you gotta be so extra? Because I cost extra. That's why. That's why. Everybody uses extra like it's an insult. Bitch. I'm happy being extra. I want to feel like I am the freaking moon on a dark night, glowing. I'm not even after that sun, y'all. I'm after that moon, that La Luna. That La Luna. Alright, y'all. I didn't even do anything with my lips today. Mom, what do you think I should do with my lips?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'll figure it out, guys. Actually, you know what? I might let my eyes shine today and just do some chapstick. So, that's what she was going to recommend, guys. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. And y'all know I love my chapstick. No, you know what I'm going to do today, guys? I am going to do the Hempz. We're going to throw in another review, and I'm going to do a review on the Hempz today because I have been dying to review that. Just because I did not have such an awesome experience with their body wash, I'm going to review the Hempz today, guys. So today we have a review going for the Professional. We have a review going for the Tarte Guard. I think I said I was going to review something else. I'll have to go back and rewind the video, and I will review, oh, the Watts Up Benefit Highlighter, which y'all see right now is on and going. And now we're going to review the Hempz too. I'm going to review all of these things for you. And that's what today's going to be about, guys. Love you. Bye.